Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Entrepreneur, and in this video we're going to be going over what exactly is happening in the market, as well as some news on Tether, which is the stable coin that is used to act as the US dollar. So if you guys are new here, make sure to think about subscribing. Also, staying tuned for more of our content as we put out daily videos on cryptocurrency. So getting into the video today, Bitcoin has seen quite a rise, about a little over 5% right now. However, once we get into the charts, we'll take a look at exactly how much it went up on all the different exchanges and what exactly is going on with the market. But as we can see, as we scroll through CoinMarketCap, there has been a clear rise across the market. A lot of things up 5%, a few percent. Not a lot of double digits, only a few coins that are up double digits, but we are seeing a lot of coins that are up, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever that may be, due to the fact that Bitcoin had a very, very large spike very, very quickly. So we'll take a look at that now. But what I do want to mention, guys, is if any of you guys are traders, I would suggest you do your research on all of the stable coins that you have been trading with, whether that's Tether or anything else. We'll get into it in a second, but unfortunately we have seen some uncertainty with almost all of the stable coins right now, and me myself personally, as well as others that are in my private trading group, we're trying to figure out where exactly we want to go once we're out of a trade with our money to keep it safe and secure, as that place has normally been Tether. But unfortunately we'll get into what exactly happened with that and my overall feelings with what's going on with Tether in the entire market. So jumping into the 4-hour on Bitcoin, we can clearly see quite a large price spike all the way up to about 6,800, and this is on Coinbase. So Bitcoin was down for around a little bit, a few days there, around 6,100, about 6,000 to 6,100, and has since then spiked up to 6,800 on Coinbase, but has retraced down to 6,300 once again. But if we load up Bitcoin on other exchanges, for example, where is Binance? Here we go. Bitcoin against Tether. We can see that we actually went all the way up to 7,000. I'll delete this little thing right here so you guys can see, but we actually spiked all the way up to $7,600. So a spike up to $7,600, retracement back to 6,800 on Binance. So technically you could buy Bitcoin over on Coinbase, transfer it to Binance, and sell it for a profit. So quite the large arbitrage now over on Bitcoin. Not sure if that's really an interest to you guys, but again, I mean, it's pretty large difference, about an 8% difference. So for every $1,000 you put in, you get $80 profit if you really wanted to try and do that right now. But either way, there's a pretty large arbitrage across a few different exchanges on Bitcoin, and the reason for that is really the movements in Tether, as well as higher volume amounts for Bitcoin. So I just want to bring back to CoinMarketCap real quick. Normally Bitcoin for the last few months has had a volume of about anywhere from 3 to 4 billion. We are now at about $7 billion in the last 24 hours. So clearly there are some big moves being made in the billions of dollars being purchased of Bitcoin. So although what we're about to discuss with Tether is happening, I think part of it may be because of such a very large increase in volume. I mean, we've almost doubled our volume overnight, which could obviously have very large effects on the market, as it has already. So jumping into this, we'll just cover a little bit of what's going on with the market. I'll touch on a few things with Bitcoin, and then of course we're going to get into Tether, because I think a lot of you guys do need to be careful of what's going on with Tether. So moving into Bitcoin, Bitcoin spiked 11% Monday, likely due to a sell-off in Tether, but a bullish reversal is still not confirmed. I'm just going to scroll down here, since we already discussed a lot of that. So more of our bulls are not out of the woods yet, as the following key resistance levels are still intact: 64.62, 68.23, and 7,090. So they are of course using Coinbase's price chart, but if we take a look at Binance, not only have we hit 7,600 in the last 24 hours, but we're actually resting at about 6,900. So we are above these two resistance levels. So now we're just looking to break back above 7,000 and continue the growth towards higher levels. So meanwhile, major support is seen at 6,150. Of course, we were just there for a few days there, 6,000 and 5,777. So it seems safe to say that there's more room on the downside than upside. Okay, so getting into the actual view that they usually put down here, this is the part that I wanted to discuss. So at UTC close above 7,000 would boost the prospects of bullish reversal above 74.02. So I wanted to say that because they're basically saying there will be, the bullish reversal needs to be above 74.02. So I think it's safe to say, since we did clear that level on not only Binance but also some other exchanges, we have gotten above 7,400. Could we be in store for a bullish reversal at this point? And again, this all comes from a few days ago. When we talked about what was going on, I said, that it looks as if we are getting a formation of a bear flag, but then again, the volume and the momentum looks to be building back up towards the upside for Bitcoin and the rest of the market. We waited over the weekend, not much movement, and finally we did get that break upwards, obviously a lot larger of a break, but we did start to move upwards. So this could be the beginning of a push towards the upside. As we can see on the daily, although we did get a large spike on the RSI, we still have more room to definitely cover on the MACD, as we can see there. So overall, I am bullish on Bitcoin. There's a large arbitrage on Coinbase to Binance, as well as Coinbase to Bitfinex. So if you guys wanted to do that, you're able to buy on Binance, sell on, buy on Coinbase, sell on Binance, and whatever you want to do with that money. But yeah, just a quick little note there. But getting into what happened with Tether, the price of Tether has fallen to an 18th month low Monday, despite a general rise in the wider crypto market. So Tether to the US dollar fell to 92 cents, the lowest level since April 27th, and was last seen trading at 96 cents, representing a 2% drop on a 24-hour basis. So the slide in USDT has actually helped to push the price of Bitcoin up on Bitfinex, where it actually is carrying a $600 premium due to the fact, there is no fact that it's actually correlated. Bitfinex owns Tether, so the companies are very related. So it's a little sketchy that the highest price for Bitcoin right now is on the exchange that owns Tether at about $7,000. So as of writing, Bitcoin is trading at an average of 6,617 across global exchanges, according to CoinDesk's Bitcoin price index, having clocked a 5.5 week high of 6,960 earlier today. However, we of course saw much higher prices on other exchanges, and it actually looks like right now on Binance we're pushing up even higher, starting to hit 6,900. So let's see, where were we? Okay, yeah, so the leading cryptocurrency rose as high as 7788 on Bitfinex, which operates Tether LLC, the firm that developed USDT. So it's a little sketchy that Bitfinex has the highest price for Bitcoin, which in turn means that they could buy Bitcoin anywhere else and arbitrage it for about a 10% gain at the current price of 7,000. But some reports are putting the price drop down to traders losing faith in the token amid claimed lack of transparency over Tether's true USD holdings and rumored issues at partner firm Bitfinex. So interestingly, other recently introduced stablecoins like Gemini Dollar and True USD are up 1.85% and 4.96% respectively. So this is a huge problem, guys. The fact that the stablecoins, literally in their title, they're supposed to stay stable, are rising percentage points, that is a problem. We should not be having stablecoins going up and down and being traded as almost as if they were the Bitcoin or the Litecoin or whatever the coin is that you're trading. These coins are supposed to be able to influence security in these markets and not have to worry about your money dropping 5% overnight or whatever it may be just by holding. So that's obviously a huge issue. So I wanted to get all your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you do think, what's going on with all of these stable coins, because not only has Tether's price changed, but TrueUSD as well as Pax Coin and a few others also are carrying a different price point at this time. So there's a few different reasons as to why this may have happened, a few of which Bitfinex was having trouble with the bank that they were using for Tether, and supposedly $300 million was taken out of Tether, as well as they're changing banks. So I don't really know what's going on with the project or with Bitfinex, but right now my suggestion would be to stay away from stable coins, keep your money in USD, so transfer to either Gemini or over to Coinbase and sell it into USD after your trades. And I would just stick with the market leaders until we get some sort of resolvence from what's going on, at least here from Bitfinex or whoever operates Tether. I would expect someone to say something about this and not just allow it to go unnoticed, since this is a pretty big impact on how people feel about Tether. So that's basically everything that's gone on in the last 24 hours. I know it's a lot, but let me know what you guys think about Tether in the comments section. I'm interested to see what exactly is going on, if anybody else has more information that I don't. But yeah, besides that, I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Have a good one, guys.